Hi guys, it's Mark Zicree, Mr. Sci-Fi, also Mark Zicree, the author of the Twilight Zone Companion, and today I'm wearing my very cool Blade Runner shirt. I've seen things, you people, blah, 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 blah. So today we are talking about the first episode of Season 2 of the Twilight Zone. King 9 will not return. And we've mentioned in all of our Twilight Zone minutes regarding the first season that Rod Serling drew inspiration from any number of places. Sometimes as a mirror image, it might be something that happened to him personally, as when he saw someone who from the back looked exactly like him, same clothes, same briefcase, and he thought, well, what if it turns around and it's me? And he said, fortunately, he turned around and he was a lot handsomer than me, but or it might be a radio play like The Hitchhiker that he had heard, or a short story that he'd read, or walking on the back lot and getting a notion, as in walking distance and where is everybody and so forth. So today we're going to talk about a news item that struck his fancy. Now, Rod was always a huge aficionado of airplanes. He built model airplane kits to relax as an adult, and of course he'd been a paratrooper in World War II. So around that time, a crashed B-24 bomber was found in the desert of Libya, and there was no crew aboard, so there's no telling what had happened to them. It was just this. It was called The Lady Be Good, and it was a big mystery of, what happened to the crew. And he spun that out as a Twilight Zone episode to answer the question, or at least to extrapolate a fantasy premise. And he named his bomber the King 9. And it starred Robert Cummings as the pilot, who wakes up in the desert to find himself there with his crew missing. And it's very interesting because when Rod wrote Where Is Everybody, the pilot, with Earl Holliman wandering around an empty town, he had Earl Holliman speaking out loud, where is everybody? What's going on here? Blah, blah, blah. But he felt it was very artificial that someone would be talking out loud if they knew they were alone. And so in King 9 Will Not Return, he has Robert Cummings largely thinking a monologue, thinking his lines, and every now and then he would just say something out loud to counterpoint it. But Robert Cummings is terrific in the episode. He'd been a movie star, including in Hitchcock's Saboteur. Very, very good actor. And around this time he was starring in a comedy on TV called Love That Bob. And so it was, he was a very, very popular actor, and he looked great even into his late middle age, and he does a terrific job here. And Rod provides a similar, just as in Where Is Everybody originally, and in the short story adaptation, he had like the astronaut trainee reach in his pocket and find a theater stub that occurred during his hallucination in that abandoned town. In this one, he has sand pouring out of the man's shoe many years later. And so it's a really fun episode, really well directed. They actually disassembled a bomber, a World War II era bomber, and flew the parts out to the desert and then reassembled them. And it works like a charm. So if you want to hear more, there's Twilight Zone minutes on this playlist. And additionally, I'm doing over 100 episodes of the Twilight Zone full episode commentaries. Go to twilightzonecommentaries.com and you can be part of it. So we will talk soon. Thanks very much. Bye, guys.